Where does he keep getting these freaking armies from?
I'm gonna
That is so much.
you.
That's. Alright, hello, welcome back everybody to another episode of the Erebor campaign. In the previous episode, we began our, what will probably be a great war with Gundabad, and had some back and forth around Nazanar, but everything seems to have gone mostly alright. We're just waiting to deal with King Mazog using Gimli. Gimli's hanging out over here. And yeah, as you can hear, I've installed the copyright-free music. Shout out to Galu for helping me get that working. And I think that's all of the doing. So yeah, this is I'm pre-recording this as well as the next episode, just to get a little bit of a stockpile ready. Basically, makes it easier for me if I'm not right up against having to have things recorded straight away. But I don't think there's much else that I need to do on this turn. I usually finish on an end turn. So. It still does use copyrighted bits for the end turns, but I'm not really too terribly concerned about that. So just little mini clips. I mean, if I do get copy struck, I'm not really expecting to earn much from YouTube anyway, so I don't really care all that much. The only thing that would suck about it is that I think that takes away my ability to control how many mods are on the video. So I figured that would happen. It's fine, though.
Oh, it's useless. Run for it.
Don't you worry, King Mazog. I've got a present for you. And that present is a bunch of throwing axes. Interestingly, they chose to bypass the town there and try to go up to a Nazanar. Guess they really want it. So we've got two axemen coming down here.
We march no further
Can I recruit them here? I can. So they will get 3 upkeep if I chuck them in there.
My king.
Alright. So I think what I'll do is I will go and attack him this turn. And I'll use Gloin to tie him up while I get Gimli behind throwing axes at him. Because his unit is not as good as Gloin's unit, so they can definitely hold their own. But first we've got the big battle to fight. With Hazold here.
We march to battle.
Who has Black Shield archers that I'm going to need to kill with cavalry. But apart from that, the rest of the army is fairly mediocre. Baruch Khazad.
Attack.
You know, the vanilla music is pretty great, honestly. Because that's what this track is. It's one of the default tracks for the base game. Okay, looks like there's a storm coming. Oh, that's much better. They've got a pretty gnarly hill, though. Holy shit. They could just stand right freaking here and make my life hell. But let's see whether they choose to fuck off up further up the hill, or if they're gonna just hang out. It's kind of hard to predict. Oh, whoops. Put these guys in a formation. We're gonna try and use King Dane as much as possible in this battle, definitely. How long do we have to wait? Dwarves! You've got to love those Battle for Middle-earth voice acting lines. So good. Alright, what you gonna do, bro? Gonna chill out up there? Well, see, he seems to have put himself out on the edge. So that's the only thing that really would be painful about fighting uphill, is that having to fight him and have him shooting at me the whole time. But it looks like I'm going to be able to just maneuver to the left here and go to town. This is still going to be a messy battle, though. No two ways about it. What I probably should have done on the campaign map is try to position myself a little better so that I was, like, further up the mountain. Because I think I just came at him from below. And I could have positioned myself so I was on equal ground with him or something. But it's whatever. This should still be a relatively simple win. Because King Dane is a beast, and they don't have anything that I need to be concerned about in this army. Alright, King Dane, and the wounded guys, and the medics, and the militia. And then these guys behind. Cavalry, unfortunately, are going to be worthless here. Oh, he's repositioning a little bit. Everybody run. I'll check these guys like this because they may actually decide to come around. Charge him! Charge him! What I want to do is bring around the armor-piercing boys to here. You guys have a perfect line to shoot the crap out of them. Clean them up. Okay. I'm not real thrilled about having to fight uphill there, honestly. You're not getting away, Black Shields. Unfortunately, the Black Shields decided to waste their arrows on the unit I care least about, which is the Javelins. So that's nice.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Hatchet. So yeah, hopefully by now,
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Hopefully the videos that have gone up over the last week have been well received. Be interesting to see the comments and everything. Go shut these fuckers down. Ah, they're gonna run. Alright, cavalry, I do have a job for you after all. These guys have availed themselves rather well, actually.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
They were significantly outnumbered and fighting uphill, so the fact that they've done as well as they did says a lot about dwarven resiliency. I wonder if I kill this guy and Mazog, if that will result in death by regicide. I am somewhat surprised that those armor-piercing guys lost that badly. I thought for sure that armor-piercing melee units versus archers, which should have a debuff against melee units in general, would have just wrecked him, but apparently not. Just give up the ghost already, bro.
Flees like the coward he is. The enemy army flees the field. After them, cut the cowards down.
Cut the cowards down. You're not fucking getting away, bro. Only the AI could manage that.
Be in awe of the
That is
victory
an
we have won
impossible
here today.
act for the human player. Not an ideal number of losses, but on the upside, we'll be making a lot more money, so. Whew. It's a pretty nice image of Lothlorien. I assume it to be Lothlorien anyway, because they're the only ones who build things like this in the trees. Even though those don't particularly look like that, doesn't really look like a Malorn tree, nor do any of these. Might have just been an oversight on the author's part. I don't know. That's probably the mirror of Galadriel right there. Or just some random, extremely awesome looking pool.
Glory and honor! I, noble sire. I, noble sire, setting a vigilant watch here.
Right, march forwards. Let's kick Mazog's butt.
Leading the men with honor, sire.
So yeah, he has Pale Orcs, which are a solid unit, but compared to Gimli's armor piercing, in addition to have to be softened up by the axe throwers, shouldn't be a problem. Kind of interesting, I actually think that the vanilla Gundabad bodyguard is probably better than Pale Orcs. There are more Pale Orcs in that battalion though, so that's something to be considered. Definitely a solid infantry unit no matter what way you slice it. But the dwarves are even more solid. Oh, come on, game. Well, shit. That went from bad to worse, didn't it? Haha! Now's the time! Whoa, buddy. He's trying to be clever. Fucking catch him, Gloin! Holy crap! Oh, I hate it when the AI does stuff like this. I've got half of, like, well, not half, but I've got, like, a good chunk of their units engaged back there.
Much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
What a pain in the ass this is. Why does he, like, I guess he must really be putting priority on the fact that I've got the throwing axes.
Our army is tiring. Only half the enemy force remains.
Definitely more losses than I would have preferred to take. that's alright. Even 60 of these guys is still a serious force to be reckoned with. And we'll get some of our casualties healed as well. Or Nabub indeed.
The enemy, this is a clear victory.
Fuck you! That was a little bit ridiculous. The king is dead! Long live the king! If I could get a regicide kill on them, that would make me very, very pleased. Although, I don't really know for sure where I'd go after that, because Gundabad is definitely the main focus. I suppose I could go for a northern campaign against Angmar, but that depends on how well Dale and Dorwinian do versus the dragon in the east. We shall see how things proceed. But I'm glad to have that done, because Mazog was a beast of a general, and his unit was no slouch either, so... I'm gonna have to have a little bit more respect for the AI's ingenuity. For them to pull a tactic like that. We still came out of it with nearly 70 dwarves, though, so that's not too bad. In Gimli's, you know what I mean? Obviously more than 70. Counting Loin. Okay. So this is making stone workers. That's good. And then, what was I gonna do with this? If I make a barracks here straight away, can that even recruit people? He's 25%, and I've got 34. That would help with the public order as well, if I were to get that. Those guys also need 25%. But I still think I'm going to chuck in at least the stone workers first. The mines here would be great, too. Alright, oh. Hopefully that's the last of the battles for a little while. I think I've annihilated all of Gundabad's starting forces, which, with combined with their hostilities with the Anduin Vale, will hopefully see some progress to putting them down for good. If I can just get hold of Dane's Halls, I can leave them with Rakiaburg, I can leave them with Yorlstone, which is hereabouts, and I can leave them with this one, and then they definitely won't. I could actually probably take Rakiaburg, honestly. Got one general left in there. Definitely need some reinforcements, though. That's for true. We've got 6 turns till our next round of normal dwarves. And then I'll have militia available as well. Oh, diplomats. Yeah, I knew that Rune would be up to there by now. Not that it matters, because I sent my diplomat another way. So it's all good. I think that at probably about turn 25, I'll do a toggle the fog of the fog of war. Have a look and see how the world is doing. The rest of the world, anyway.
Yes, my king.
Okay, so that's where Rune is there. So I'm just going to keep my spy right around here to keep an eye on their progress.
No further this day.
I would like to get another spy going, definitely.
What is it you wish to discuss?
Keep an eye on the battle between Dorwinian and Rune.
This seems quite another proposition for us, then?
Can I get 400 out of you? Yes.
You hold us at ransom, and there is something else you wish to propose, then?
Give me your map info. Yes, good.
Seems
good.
like a most reasonable. Another proposition. You obviously... An honor and a pleasure. Farewell.
Of course, son. I must stop here, son.
Okay, stoneworkers building there. You guys hop in here for the free upkeep for now. And then this guy shall continue. Man, where does he keep getting these freaking armies from?
stick you.
That is so much. That's. I wasn't expecting him to have that many once
Have a
again.
taste of my blade.
Go to here,
In your name, sire. I, noble
so
sire,
that if he does come at us, it's uphill. Okay, can I take Gloin out?
Where to?
I can. Can I take Gimli out? Not quite. So Gimli has to remain, but I can probably send Gloin down to link up, because even those additional 27 unit dwarves will make a pretty big difference.
That'll do him today, sire.
I'll do him today, sire. Oh, his bodyguard's raised again. Interesting. Still not the 100 it was, but I mean, it is what it is. I should actually probably send these guys straight to the front,
Aye.
because now that I see that additional army, like,
That'll do him today, sire.
that's just, it's not gonna fly, man. That's way too many orcs of that caliber. Does Thorin have a custom bodyguard?
My king.
Nope, just standard dwarf boys. Okay, we got 2 turns till we have militia there. Kirkathal's finished its mines. Iron, yeah. So that's bumped our income up by a fair amount, I imagine. Whew. It's actually been kind of nice playing this campaign. It hasn't been a total struggle for just basic amounts of freaking money like a lot of the other campaigns can be.
An honor, my lord.
Oh man, these boys have seen better days. I will take
Aye,
these
sir.
back for I'll
Aye,
take
lord.
all of these back for retraining.
Aye.
I mean, I guess the Maddox don't really matter,
March that
but
limit.
the other 2 have armor and experience.
That'll do
So
him today, sire. I'm gonna stick you.
we'll see whether he wants
My
to test
king.
his luck. That's gonna be a rough battle if he does. Shit.
An honor, my lord.
Much rests upon the capable shoulders of the sons of Durin. So we got 52 militia there as well. It's getting sporty now. It is getting spooky. Anduin better be pulling their frickin' weight down there. Playing as the Anduin Vale is fascinating because most of your roster is pretty much just garbage. But those skin changes, though, holy fuck. And combined with, like, Anduin has an incredible economy. Like, and when I say incredible, I mean it. Their custom buildings are fantastic. So even though you're surrounded literally on 3 sides by orcs, you still, as long as you're smart about it, can actually make a fair go of it. Ooh, Axsmith skill in a Nazanar. I'm okay with that. I was planning on using that as a recruitment setter. Looks like he has elected not to come after me.
Aye, noble sire.
Also, I think I forgot to move a diplomat.
Aye, my
But that's
liege.
okay. I'm gonna hold there for a moment
My lord.
until, well, actually, I'll link him up.
Aye. March. We've
I'm
marched
gonna hold
our
here
limit. Aye,
until the
sire.
axemen arrive.
Onward. We've
The additional
marched
axemen,
our
anyways.
honor, my lord.
Don't be hasty. Woven laborers.
Aye, lord. Aye. Forward. That'll do him today, sire.
Let's see. I will chuck in the grain exchange, because that'll enable me to get free upkeep for these boyos. Although, having said that, I need a pipe haul first, because that's what gives the free upkeep to begin with. Get at least militia going there. It's important to get as much recruitment as you can, as early as you can, as the dwarves, because you are just going to take losses. It's just the way that it is.
You bring a proposition for my king. We have no complaint. Something else you'd like to suggest?
400.
No, we will not accept such a thing. Very well. What else would you like to discuss?
We're not technically at war with
Your
Dogaldor
plan
yet.
seems... Please, continue with your suggestion.
Okay, 300. There we go.
Not a bad offer.
And cancel
Welcome
it.
your
That should get me
father
into
back to the
Deceitful, and then the next level is Despicable, which is the lowest that you can get in terms of diplomatic shenanigans. Alright.
I am a king.
So we've talked to the Vale. We need to go down and talk to the Elves of Lorien.
His journey is over, sire. I'll continue tomorrow, sire.
Hey, laddie. Continue tomorrow.
Your honor, my lord.
Go
Aye,
talk with
sire.
Rune,
You
and
are
then we'll make a detour
mistaken,
south
sire.
to
Of course, sire.
the Black Gate. And then after that, down to Gondor. Yeah, I should have a couple turns of peace here, I expect.
My king. Aye, lord.
Okay. You know, people have levied a fair amount of perfectly reasonable criticism of the Hobbit films, but my god, that soundtrack, though. Howard Shore did not lose his touch. The man's a goddamn national treasure. Okay, X-Smith's Guild in Erebor. I'm also
Aye.
okay with this.
Move out.
Out of my way, orcs filth.
Making camp here.
I'm gonna prioritize Dane's halls. Obviously, I'm gonna
Aye,
go there
sire.
first.
Aye, lord.
These boys can come up just behind.
Onward. My king. Aye. Forward. Aye, sire.
They'll
That'll
probably
do
become
today,
the
sire.
garrison. Now, the tricky thing about taking Dane's halls is I'm actually going to have to fight them properly, because I can't do the cavalry trick. There's not enough room here. And even if there was, I strongly suspect that the custom battle map would bork it. So, those infantry are definitely going to be very important.
Aye, my liege.
But I'm going to lead with Dane and Gloin and hope that I don't get screwed and that they don't die.
To our dignitaries. Awaiting your command. Good.
You are brave to seek an audience with us like this.
No, they won't accept that. But they might pay me for it. How's 1500 sound?
I see little
Not
my
quite.
people needed your... You would speak of something more?
Okay, let's reset.
I accept.
Whenever you make a diplomatic offer and it's refused, give them a gift like that, and it will reset
There
them
is
to
something
be
else
willing
you
to
wish
talk
to
about things
propose,
again.
then?
Might be able to do 1,000. Nope,
No.
they're gonna be
I
greedy.
must decline you. Our
Alright,
discussions
next turn.
come to a close.
Stoneworkers Hall in Erebor is finished. Gonna move straight on to the maximum there, because I want to discount this mining network by as much as I can, as quickly as I can. I also need to get the Oracarni Clan Hall up and running quickly too. I might do that after the Master Stoneworkers, just to get some recruitment going.
My king.
Kirkathal. Make me some militia. Once the reinforcements are ready to come in, I'll make those, and then I'll go see if I can snapple up any rebel provinces. They've got Gramavold there, but I imagine that to the east is still probably rebel. Onalzanar. That would be 5 turns. No, we'll go for a Master Stoneworkers here as well. So if I can get that, that's going to chop everything down by so much. And we're making money, so I don't see any particular reason why we shouldn't try.
I am a king. Aye, sire. I must stop here, sire, my lord.
Yeah, we'll talk to them next turn, get some money out of them.
Something to investigate.
If I had been, like, immaculate reputation, they would have taken either of the previous 2 deals. It's because I've been ripping off the other AI, so they're a little bit less willing to
Aye, noble sire.
take my offer. I suspect that I could probably get 750 for that, but that even might be a little bit too high. We'll see next turn. I am so looking forward to trying out the Reunited Kingdom script. I think it's going to be fantastic fun. Now, they have a substantial portion of their force in Rakyburg. Oh, a free unit.
My lord. Of course.
I'll take a free unit. Absolutely. Pipe Holland with the board. Now it's making that. And then after that, I can make the blacksmith. And then it'll be free upkeep and retraining for those boys. Okay, King Dane. Move to here, build a tower. Let's see what we're up against.
Noble sire.
Doesn't look like there's anything much else. I don't know what the garrison is going to look like there. I don't want to send him out to scout because he'll just get killed. And those cavalry are going to be very important in any battles I do here.
Aye, sire. Move out. We've marched our living.
Okay, let's try this again.
You are brave to seek an
Ceasefire
audience
for
with us like this.
750. They've definitely got the money because they're modest, which means they have above 20,000 gold.
It is not without you would speak of something more.
Trade rights.
Had you asked any more? Something
Map
further for me
information.
to hear then? Had you asked any more?
No,
We
no.
would have said no. This
Unfortunately,
bodes
that-
poorly for our future.
It went straight into a building, so I wasn't able to get the map information. I should have done that first. Ah, well, it's alright. I can do it next turn. So Nazanar is building its first, which honestly I prefer. That's a good thing. Got stone workers coming in there, along with the militia. Yeah, we're in pretty decent shape. It's just going to be a matter of cleaning up this, and then cleaning up this, and holding this. I'm not too concerned if I lose Rakyburg. I'm actually rather tempted to sell it to the Anduin Vale, and I think I probably will. Because I'll probably lose it again immediately, but it'll give the Anduin Vale some impetus to get up here and try to reclaim it, because they'll see it as their province. And then I can get some money out of them as well. Okay. The loading screens haven't been too bad, honestly. Hold that thought. I will probably accept that, but first,
Aye.
I have to talk to
Aye.
the Easterlings.
Forward.
Forward! So if I attack him there, I've got to deal with 2 archers. And I've only got the 1.
An honor, my lord.
And it's going to be a bit of a melee slog.
Your will, my lord. March.
He doesn't have an armory here, but it's probably still going to have a fairly substantial garrison. But I prefer that melee slug to getting peppered by archers, so we are just going to leave them down there for now.
We march
1 ram
to battle.
should be sufficient, because there's no
shall
defenses
I
of any kind up here. You guys go chill up here.
Aye. Forward.
Hang out in the trees.
Setting up an ambush in the woods, my lord.
Okay. What, next turn? I could probably already recruit more in Erebor. Oh no, that's next turn as well. Alrighty. Probably just gonna retrain, honestly. Stoneworkers. Okay, Gathod. I need your
There
method
is something
foe.
you wish to speak of?
My desert-loving friends. Is Rune desert? Or is it more sort of steppe?
Agreed.
I suspect it may be more
Most
like
willing to
steppe
hear
than
you out
desert.
further. So, very well.
Although it's tricky to say for sure.
Yes, sire.
downtown to Moyor Town. Alright, now accept that guild with a board. And then Cure Catal. That's interesting. Oh, right. Okay. Grain exchange. Yeah, sure. Check out the grain exchange. And then we'll get the second level of that. A little bit more money. Why not? Get it building this turn. Makes sense. Oh, we've got Axesmith's guilds and everything over here. So, that's awesome. That's going to make our life easier. Train everybody up with melee weapons. Whew. Oh, shit, I forgot to talk to the elves. Oh, well. It's fine. They're not going anywhere. Well, I didn't get attacked, so that tells me that Gundabad didn't march out of their city. But they might be standing behind me, glaring at me menacingly.
It's good to another proposition for us, then?
400. I'm not sure if getting map information from the other AI increases the value of your map information.
And you know very well. What else do you have to suggest?
That may actually not work. Oh, wow, it did.
Sounds like a most reasonable deal. Another proposition.
You know what?
We're happy to listen.
I'm already at Despicable. I'm not going to start paying now.
Disappointing.
I was thinking about it for a second.
Farewell.
Aye, sire.
Come, my friends. The Ents are going to war. Okay. I'm actually rather pleased that I got a Northman Archer there. The game probably thought that it just ripped me off and gave me a low value unit, but truth be told, that's the one unit I don't have very many of. And they are standing behind me menacingly. Okay, but they've split their forces so I can divide and conquer them, which makes it easier. Let's see what the garrison is.
Leading the men with honor, sire.
Not ideal is what the garrison is. And 2 of my units are cavalry. Let's do it. I would vastly prefer to have Gimli with me in this battle, but for some reason, Amazanar fucking hates me, even though the dwarf culture is pretty good. So he's stuck on governorship, as it were. Okay, here we go. Who do I want to take the ram? I've got to walk all the fucking way up here. The good thing is I'll be able to deploy my archers. I won't be able to get much use out of the cavalry, but I can make use of the ranged units, so that's nice. We're gonna go up the left staircase. We've definitely got the units to do it. I'm just concerned about how much this may cost. Excuse me. Fucking deployment in these custom settlements, I swear to God. Does my nut in. Alright, there we go. And then turn that off. Go behind them. And just in case, if it really gets desperate, we'll have those guys in the back. See, if this was like You know, if they had like one unit defending or something, I would just run because I wouldn't care. But I've got Mountain Guard to kill, along with all of those garrison units, along with the 2 decent Snow Orc Raider units that are inside. Or a Snow Orc Spear and a Snow Orc Raider, so... I need to conserve my stamina. Oh, that's interesting. It doesn't actually show where the ram's going to be when you tell it to attack the door. I never noticed that. I wonder if they'll try and charge out the gate at me. They do that sometimes. So I'm hoping basically to make a hole using Dane, Gloin, and the Maddox. And then use the ranged units to deal as much damage to that Mountain Guard as I can, because that's the one unit that'll seriously chop me up. How good are my basic units compared to theirs? 9-5-14 versus 9-5-12. And I'm technically upgraded as well, so we're actually about on par. But they've got more in a unit than I do.
Will not be long before our enemy's defenses fall.
Damn Snow Orcs. Nonsense. You cannot stand before Dwarven
Our
might.
men have done well. The gates have fallen.
Okay, you're gonna immediately run back, or are you gonna stay and fight? Sometimes after you break the gates down, they all just flee for their lives, as Denethor would say. Okay, the other 2 of you stand ready to shield wall if necessary.
The enemy's walls belong to us now.
And then you guys come up behind them. Cavalry, I'm sincerely doubtful that you'll be useful,
Our men are
but
winning the
I'll be up
battle.
just in case.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
So he's got 2 units of defenders hanging back. I don't know, he might send them at me. Once this initial force has been slaughtered, he might decide to send them at me. We shall see how the AI reacts. Horn Hubbub. I don't actually think that does anything except raise morale. I should check the special ability when this battle's over. Kane, swing around. Get a flank on them. Maddox are taking acceptable casualties. One's doing pretty good. I think Dane's lost 1, maybe 2. Shit! No! That's the one thing! No! That's the only actual threat. Damn, this AI is being clever. Alright. Mountain Guard. Or Erebor Infantry, I should say. Mountain Guard require killing.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
This is not the way that I would have preferred to take them down, but it will work. That was my emergency plan. My Dane is in serious danger plan. It takes more. It took more casualties than shooting them with the ranged unit would, but it still was acceptable. Don't really give a fuck about these guys. As soon as that general dies, I could retreat, and this battle would still be over because they'd have nobody left. But we'll finish it properly.
The enemy general lies dead.
Get wrecked.
Let the crows have his miserable bones, and let our swords have his men.
Okay, thank you, boys. You've done well. Back out you go. Oh my god! Fuck this battle map. It's not so bad when you're the defender, but the attacker's not real thrilling.
Nothing stands tall in the might of the war.
Oh, I forgot to set them on fire at will, didn't I? I was wondering why they weren't
The
thrown.
battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours. Keep up now. Keep up now. You know what to do.
All right. Clean
The
victory.
enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Well, clean enough. It's never going to be perfectly clean when you're dealing with fully armed and filthy dwarves, after all. But we do the best we can.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Now it's a simple matter of cleaning up the trash. Thanks for being awesome, Dane and Gloin.
Good news.
Lowen.
Our men are in control of the castle. Our foe is utterly vanquished.
Aye.
Let all who remember this day.
Oin has read the portents, and the portents say it is time to reclaim the rest of the dwarven settlements. Unfortunately, Oin is not under our control. Oin is over in Khazad-dûm, hanging out with Balin and the other one, Ori. Every time I see this image, I've always wondered if that's meant to be, like, Grima preparing to stab Saruman in the back, but they're just coming out of... It's because of the way his arm is positioned. But they're just coming out of Isengard, so that wouldn't really make much sense. But it does show the dagger on his hip, so it's definitely foreshadowing it.
A proud victory.
A proud victory for Scotland, I mean, Erebor. Oh, we even got fucking free upkeep and recruitment straight away. That's definitely a good take. Oh, they even built the mines! You beautiful bastards. Okay, well, we're in the money now. Big leagues. So we're gonna go straight to the building centers there. Oh, I got an ancient ring. Squeeze me. Huh. Interesting. He's probably wounded from the last battle. No, I guess not. Oh yeah, special ability. I was going to check that, wasn't I? So it gives... It helps my morale. So it permanently makes me a little bit more tired, but it temporarily makes me much less tired and locks morale and rallies troops. Problem is, dwarven troops don't ever rout, especially if there's a general in charge. So that's kind of worthless. But so keep that for when we're exhausted, is what I'm basically saying. Could be a final burst or a last minute spurt of energy. Alright. This has just gone very smoothly. Gundabad's hasn't been pulling their punches, but the dwarves are just so reliably good at taking those punches that it's made it somewhat of a cakewalk. We got another round for fresh troops coming in. Yeah, looking good, looking good. 15 turns till another bodyguard. Need to get some more spies out, though. I want like another 2 spies, ideally. One to watch the battle on the Anduin and everybody else surrounding them, and one to watch the battle between Dorwinian and Rune. I should also probably keep a close eye on Dol Guldur, because I'm probably going to end up fighting them too, depending on how the elves do. Alright, well, give it a couple more in turns here. I don't know if there's going to be any more battles this episode or not. I think we've sent Gundabad back to Gundabad with their tail between their legs. We've whipped them into submission. But they'll come for another round or 2 once they get their next round of troops in as well. But damn, was Dane's Hall not a good take, or was it a good take? Dane's Hall Blacksmith Guild, of course. At this rate, I'm going to end up with the Master Guild. Goblins of Moria. Huh.
I'm a king.
Oh, it's doing that stupid thing. I'm going to have to teleport into the other side. That's the only way that I'm going to be able to do that in time. Sorry if that triggers all of you.
There's naught in this for us. Aye, farewell. Of course, sir.
The door, I mean, Chasm Doom would let me through anyway. Maybe I wouldn't get out to the other side, but I could talk to the goblins, at least just using the logic of this game. I could talk to the goblins in the depths of Chasm Doom itself, so.
You can be of service.
There we go.
Aye, sir.
I don't really care for the later Total War games, but the removal of the diplomacy is one thing that I definitely agree with. It's just tedious. Have some armor, I guess. I assume that's what that is. Or no, that'll be the melee weapon upgrade, actually. So in that case, get Dane trained up too. With a board. Oh, that was a grain exchange. I'm stupid. Okay, pig farm. I'm sure that people were laughing as they knew that that was a grain exchange. It's not exactly like the grain exchange is a bad building. Like, it's definitely a solid income boost. But, not as solid of an income boost as immediately paying less for these guys and being able to retrain them as well. Okay. Those are training. 3 turns till archers, and then 6 turns till calf. Having thought about it, I don't actually think I'm going to record any more pre-recorded DAC videos, because I want to be able to respond to comments and stuff if they do happen, so.
Aye.
I would love to get this guy over there, but they've decided to stand around like a bunch of fools.
Have a taste of my
Jesus
blade.
fucking Christ. I mean, a lot of that army is heavily depleted, but still. You know what? How much is an armory? Where is my armory? That would cost me 5 turns to make it. That's just, that's a pipe dream. They're gonna attack me before that. So we'll get this in. And then, once this is done, if we can get the armory built, we will. But I doubt it.
Aye, Lord.
You just keep hanging out there for now. Pretty soon we can send the Gumley to help. That's building that. very concerned that I may lose Dane and Gloin fighting in Dane's halls. I should probably not be just forgetting about my diplomats the way that I just did. It's not a good way to play the game. But we're coming up on the end of the episode, so wasn't really thinking about it. Alright, I can handle that.
The enemy lay siege, but we will stand proud.
We will stand proud. Dane's Halls, Durin's Fortall. I would love it, but it's a little bit more than I can afford at the moment. Okay, more troops ready to come in. We're just going to leave the wounded militia, because I really don't care about having a garrison in Erebor. I'm totally surrounded by friends. Kirkgathal, let's go see if we can snap up that province to the east. Yeah, going south will be faster because there's roads.
Set a watch and camp here until morning. Aye, noble sire, setting a vigilant watch here. Aye, noble sire.
Still making 3 grand. Even despite Dane's Halls being besieged. A lot of troops on the move. So, it's just a captained army. Oh wow, that's a terrible army. I could probably sally and kill that, honestly. And then I could get... I can't quite get them in though, so it wouldn't be worth it. But we will move them to here. They're not hidden anymore, so hopefully they won't decide to come and pay me a visit. If they don't attack me by next turn, I'll sally and kill that army that way. Because the only melee they have there are 2 depleted units and 1 normal unit of spears and a unit of trash. And then the rest is all ranged units that I can trample with cavalry in a field battle. So if they do attack me, it'll be fine because I'll negate their ranged advantage by killing them by the gate. And if they don't, I'll sally and negate it with my cavalry. So it's a win-win either way. I am not at all concerned about that battle. I don't really want to expand too much in the east because I'd really prefer to leave it for Dale. So, I'd like for them to get hold of everything down here, and then I could just hold this to the east here, and that could be my front against Rune, depending on how Dale and Dorwinian do. Onazanar is finished with its Master Stone Walkers. We could go all the way to the top. Let's go with the healer's post, just to make people happy. And then we'll get the Master Stoneworkers in after that. And then I'll probably go mines, because mines are king. Oh, you know, come to think of it, actually, they're pretty happy already, it seems. So let's do... what do we want to do? We could do a pig farm. Yeah, we'll do a pig farm. It's cheap, quick. Oh, no, I'm stupid. Brewery, of course. Oh, I'm really stupid, actually, because I completely forgot. If we look at the brewery building, is it Pleasure? Yes. The final, as you can see, reduces building costs. So if I max out the brewery in every settlement, after I max out these in every settlement, I'll reduce the cost of building anything else even further. Although I don't know necessarily that it's worth it. It's probably still more worth it to get mines and stuff first. But we are still going to go with the brewery here, just to cement the culture. But I think that's going to end it for today. Yeah, we're at an hour, so that will close us out. So we're going to see how things progress with Gundabad. I think things are going reasonably well. I'm a little bit afraid of that gigantic army that just materialized, but I think that they're sending it against the Anduin, who are right up, like, against them here. So hopefully, I can hold Dane's Halls until the reinforcements arrive, and then I can take those reinforcements to march against Gundabad itself. Although, I still probably need to give it a little while, because I just need more troops to deal with that last stand army. It's just that simple. So, but we will see how things progress. I think things are going pretty well. It's definitely been fun. It's been a lot more fun than I thought it would be playing Erebor against Gundabad. It's really a breath of fresh air compared to the way that the campaign used to feel in the older versions, where it was just you versus Rune for forever. Anyways, that is going to close it out. So, I hope everybody enjoyed. Drop a like and subscribe if you did. And have a look in the description for my Patreon if you wish to support me directly. But until next time, friends, thank you for watching and stay awesome.